All right, we
Did you find Mr. Anderson?
yeah.
All right. Let's see. All right. Mr. Schiller, you want to sharpen Ruben a pencil up? Yeah, you don't have a pen.
I have a
I
pencil.
only got a pen too. Does he want to sharpen me?
I have a pencil.
No. You just, well,
You pencil.
you never have pencils, Joe,
Yeah,
so I'm not
look.
taking one of yours.
Look.
Your pencil?
Ooh.
Well, then let's keep
Didn't
it.
you give him like 5?
Yeah.
I have like 20 in my backpack.
I know, can I eat one?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I don't know. 'Cause my mom.
I like it.
Mom thought it'd be good to have a pencil.
It's me.
Hey, have any of your teachers talking about
No, I need exams.
end of year exam
I have a
exemptions?
question because my career tech stuff starts on, they don't start exams till the Monday after we start. So am I supposed to go? Or no, because I have exams.
What? I have no idea.
Okay, can I just show you? I'm just gonna give you an example. Okay, I'm getting my phone out, so look at my card.
Yeah, our exam in here is Tuesday.
Okay, but look, so we start exams on this day, and then we start exams on this day,
Right.
but they don't start exams till that day. So what am I supposed to do?
Just see if you have any, well, first we gotta see if you have any that line up that would overlap,
Okay.
then we'll figure it out from there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna be a big deal, we'll work it out.
Don't worry,
Isn't it
we'll
like a
find a way for you to
93?
make an exam.
Yeah, if you get an A on 3 of the 4 9 weeks, this is at the end of the year, not the semester exam.
It's gotta be a 93 or above, right?
93 or above.
No
You know, I
way.
didn't get a 93
Could I
because
go to
it
the
bumped up my
bathroom?
grade percentage.
Then you can be exempt from the exam, 93 or above for 3 of the 4 9 weeks, we already had 1 9 weeks, so you have to look at where your grade is for that. If it's 93 or above, then, you know, obviously, that's a good thing. If you get 2 9 weeks or more without a 93 or above, then you need to take the final exam. Semester exam, everybody takes. Okay, so which will be in December. It'll actually be here a lot sooner than we all realize, especially me. So we got start the 15th, and when's the 1st? Thursday? So like 2 weeks from Thursday.
Yeah.
It'll start. So we got this week and almost 2
So
full
are we
weeks.
just gonna do exam prep for 2 weeks?
No, we're not gonna do it for 2 full weeks. We're gonna finish this section and probably do exam prep.
We've got a lot more stuff to get to.
Yeah.
That'll be covered on the exam.
Okay.
And then we'll go back over that. Kyle, put the phone away.
Looking at the grades,
Oh, okay.
I passed the first one.
You passed it?
You done fine?
I did it.
4.
All right. We are solving
That
linear
means I did it.
systems of linear inequalities. We did system of equations, which are 2 equations at the same time. Now we're going to do 2 inequalities. Also, we'll be on those guided notes.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. So I want to review linear inequality. We're just going to do a couple of those real quick, and then we'll talk about the system. We've had this before. We quizzed over it, but again, I want to hit it. This is where you shade. We graph the line, and we shade above it or below it. Any ordered pair that makes the inequality true is a solution, and there's going to be more than one answer. Okay, with the 2 equations, we only had where they intersected. So just to kind of review, y is less than or equal to 2x minus 3. We've done a great job, or you've done a great job of graphing, but it doesn't hurt to hit it again. Remember, think of it as y equals 2x minus 3 when you're graphing. Slope and y-intercept. So my slope is the slant of the line. All right, Austin, what's my slope?
2.
Austin.
2.
Thank you, Austin. 2 or 2 over 1. I know a lot of you will say 2 over 1. Some of you will say 2. That's fine. Y-intercept is where it hits the y-axis. Remember, it's that second number. It is 0, -3. Okay, for that. So remember, Audie, remember what we do. So it's all right. So what's your step in graphing it?
0, -3.
Okay, good. That's what I was hoping you'd say.
2 and over 1.
That's so
Yep, you go, since it's a +2, it's gonna go uphill. Now, I'm just gonna put in the dots right now, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1.
because I thought I got a handle because I'm walking.
So, see if you can just go right here on this one. See if you can get these here.
One thing we talked about with this is solid versus dotted line. Joe, do you remember what makes it solid or what makes it dotted? Any ideas?
Oh, if it's like, if the line's underneath.
What is that line underneath it? You're right, but what does that mean?
It means less than or equal to.
Yeah, equal to parts. So this is if it's less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, it'll be solid. If it's just less than or greater than, then it's dotted. So this is definitely a solid line. So connect it. Like that. So you solid line, connect it through there. There.
Thank you.
We're going to shade one side or the other. Christiana, any recollection on how we do that?
No, isn't it like a sign and like
You can do it that way.
it's like less than you go below and then more than you go above.
Okay, good.
And so it's like
Yeah, that's
I
it.
don't know.
No, you said it. That's exactly right. You said less than you go below, greater than you go above. So think of those two words together. So less than, I would say below. So what's below the line? In this case, it's going to be everything right there. Those are all answers. To confirm, and you had to wait till the y is by itself before you can say that. It was to confirm. I just for this one, for a few, we want to do a test point. We can still always do a test point to figure out whether it works. Easiest test point, it's been a while. Brady, remember what we said the easiest test point would be?
0, 0.
0, 0. So I'm going to use 0, 0 as a test point. That means you plug in 0 for x. Remember, this is your x, this is your y. So again, 0 is less than or equal to this right-hand side becomes -3. Is 0 smaller than -3?
No.
Thank you. No, it is not. Which is good, which is what we want. We want to shade the side that is true. If this is false, you want to shade the other side. So that point is false. So we shaded the other side, which Christiana said we shade below, which is correct. So that's what you need to have. Now for that second one, okay, put in the -8 where it goes. Before we do any graphing, what do I got to do first? Kyler, do you remember? Yeah, boy, get the y by itself. All right, so in order to do that, subtract 5x, and you get 2y is greater than -5x minus 8. Put that 5x first. Divide everything by 2. Divide everything by 2. Keep that as a fraction. So it's going to become y is greater than, make sure that is -5 over 2x minus 4. Okay, -5 over 2x minus 4. Riley, slope and y-intercept.
The slope is -5/2, and then the intercept is -4.
Okay, the y-intercept is -4. since it is a negative slope,
Goes that way.
downhill. All right, so start at -4. Put a dot there. And we're gonna go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then to make sure we get a negative slope, we go left 2. And I think I can get another point on there. I think you got the same graph as I do, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, so you get those 3 points in there. Get those down. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, solid or that dash line?
Dot.
Dash.
It's a dot.
Okay, and then we'll go up.
And then we shade above it. God, this is so hard.
Put in that number.
What is this?
Thanks, Jan.
This one is drops.
And then
Is it a dash?
Put that.
Yeah.
Paint pictures.
You're gonna have the dash line. So dash line, we'll just keep it black.
Yeah, like,
All right, Audie, what do you think? Above or below the line to shade? Above, because it's greater than. Greater, think above. Higher than. So we're gonna be higher than the line, above the line. If I use 0, 0 as my test point. Okay, I'm just gonna do it for the first couple. Should it make it true or false? Right. When I plug it in, should it make it true or false?
True.
Should make it true because we shaded that side. So if I plug in 0, 0 here, 5 times 0 is 0, 2 times 0 is 0, and then I get 0 is greater than -8. That is true. So it makes sense that I shaded that side of the line. Test point worked. If you understand the above and below, the test point is just an extra check. Okay, you don't necessarily have to do it every time. All right, so that is a single inequality. The next part is a system. We're gonna graph both of them. Now, when we are done, so I want you to think about this. Don't write anything down yet. One of them's gonna be a line. The other one's gonna be a line. How many different sections does 2 lines crossing create? Okay. How many different sections does that create up there? 4. When you're done, one of those sections should be shaded. One of those sections should be shaded. That should be our answer. All right, we're gonna graph like normal. So this first one should be dotted. I'm gonna make it red. It is in the nice format. So for y is less than 1/2 x minus 3. The slope is 1/2. My y-intercept is 0, -3. It will be a dashed line, and it has to go uphill. So go ahead and graph that one. Don't shade anything yet. Don't shade anything. Graph it. Graph it. 0, -3. So you're going to start at -3. Go up 1 to the right 2.
Up and down. Take 1. 2. Up 1. 1, 2.
Lyndon, above or below should I shade? All right. What's the? How do you read that sign? Less than. So less than. So you got to think. What is that going to be associated with? Is less than going to be shaded with above something or below something?
Below.
So we're going to shade below.
I thought you were both on.
Oh, okay. No, gotcha. No, just for this one. Now, it says shade below, and I'm not gonna go through the whole thing yet because it'll make things too confusing, but I'm gonna do an arrow to show that I'm shading below that line. That's all I'm gonna do right now. We'll eventually get there.
With your pencil, you can do like very light. You don't want to draw those arrows.
Joe, that's not very light. It's very dark. Just super light. See, I'm gonna do it here in a second because it's a little bit easier for me, but yours is not. Y is greater than or equal to negative x plus 2. Slope, negative 1 over 1. Y-intercept is 2. So go to 2. Now there'll be a solid line. And I'm going to go down 1 over 1. Kyle, you get that down? You get the second one down?
Yeah.
Okay. Kyle, do I shade above or below that line? The second one. Why?
Positive.
What's positive?
Wait.
Look, all you're doing is looking at that. How do you read? You know what the symbol that is? Great, good. Greater than we shade above. So for this one here, I'm just going to draw an arrow. Now here's why it's a little bit easier for me, and you don't have to go through all this. But for the first one, it says shaded below. Don't write anything down yet. I'm shading below the entire red line. Okay? And then the second one, I'm shading above the blue line. The final answer, do you guys remember what the final answer is? It's just where they do what? Overlap. Just where they overlap. So you got to make sure that that area is either darker or you erase the others. That's why I don't like to shade right away. You can, but then I'm going to go back. And just get rid of all that. So the final answer will be that little area there. And it's not as easy for you to erase as it is for me. Maybe. And I got my dotted line here. All right, there's your answer, that one section. What do your instructions also say? It says list 2 solutions, 2 order pairs that are solutions and 2 that are not. Does yours say the same thing at the top?
Yeah.
Okay. So for that, the solutions, I just need to list 2. And then we got non-solutions.
Would one be 6 negative 2?
6 negative 2 would be right there. That would be a solution. And how about another one?
6 negative 1.
6 negative 1. That would be a non-solution. I agree. Right. Now, what about non-solutions? You got more on this grid than you do solutions. Austin, what would be 1?
Negative 4 or 5.
Negative 4, 5. Way up there. So yes. And Allie, how about another one?
Negative 6, 2.
Negative 6, 2 would be a non-solution. All right, I agree. Negative 6, 2, I agree. For that. Two lines will cross. You'll shade one section of those. One section of those. All right, do we match up here with the same one? y is less than negative 3x plus 2. Y is greater than or equal to negative 1. All right, first one I'm going to do in red. Slope. Negative 3 over 1. Y-intercept. 0, 2. Joe, solid or dash line?
Dash.
Okay, good, because it's just less than. 0, 2. Negative 3, right? 1, 2, 3, down 1. And then I can go up 3 over 1. The more vertical it is, the harder it is to see whether it's above or below. In general, though, for this one, Allie, above or below?
Above. No, below.
Below, because it's less than.
Yeah.
All I would tell you to do is put your pencil, and if you draw a line straight down for below, that'll tell you which side. So we're going to shade below that one. I'm not going to shade it here yet. All right, it's been a little while. Y is greater than or equal to negative 1, so we've done it in one exactly like that. What's it missing?
You just have to, it's just a straight.
It is just a straight line. Horizontal or vertical? It is horizontal. So there's no X. So it is a horizontal line greater than or equal to means it's solid. And so it's a horizontal line. Oh, I did it wrong. Shoot. Sorry. Move it down to negative 1. Fix that. You got them both on? All right. Kind of over below this one.
Above.
Above. So horizontal line, we're going to shade above. So where's my final answer? Whoops. So I'm going to shade above. So for my final, it's got to be above the blue line, below the red line. And now I need you to list 2 solutions. And 2 non-solutions. 2 solutions, 2 non-solutions. All right, do that on your own. Oops, sorry, I wanted that up there.
Good, thanks, you.
Is he testing?
Probably.
Testing in one. They testing now?
No, because he's not here in the morning.
I don't know, I missed mine.
Christiana, you got 2 solutions?
This one.
Negative 2, 1. Good. And
Hey.
you said negative 4, 4.
You're one to talk.
And non-solutions. Alice?
Negative 4, 2. No, I don't know.
You did lie.
6 and 6.
6, 6. I'll agree with that.
Anything that's not cheated.
And
4 negative.
4, negative 2. All right, good. All right, flip it over on the back. Okay, this will be the last one, and there's not going to be any assignment. We'll pick this up tomorrow. Once you get this done correctly, you're good. The first one, you already have y by itself. Second one,
Second one, you have y by itself.
you gotta get y by itself.
You said that
First one,
wrong.
you have to get y by itself.
Oh, I said that backwards.
Yes.
Alright. First one, you gotta get y by yourself. Second one already has it. Alright, if you get stuck on that first one, I'll do it in a few minutes, but if you get all the way through it, get an answer.
Oh, we have to do the top one first.
Doesn't
The
matter.
one without the
Okay.
line under it's dotted, right?
Correct.
Yes. One without the line.
Terminology.
Kids come home for Thanksgiving?
Maggie and Catherine. did it.
Yeah.
Bruce. So, yeah.
This time's running out though.
Yeah, July.
July. Under a year. So we've been there about a year, right? January? Okay.
But he's supposed to be right.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in New Orleans in January for like 3, 4, 5 days.
Yeah.
He's got a week before next in Spain.
Seriously.
Oh, let me see, Linda. Done?
You have to do the solution, non-solution, or just the line?
Yeah, do the solution now, solution 2.
Did you shoot it in the bottom? Let me see what you shoot for technology. That's not right though.
What?
Those lines are not.
You sure your lines aren't right?
Alright, one thing, 3 off here. What happens when you divide by negative equality?
Yeah,
Okay.
What you have to
Well, I made them both positive.
yeah.
do?
Because that's negative top.
Right. But what
You made the-
divide by negative.
You made the bottom one negative,
Automatically should flip. So that
the
should
top one
come here.
positive. You can't go forward. Did you push it? Switch the sign.
Hey, I this kind of slipped by me. It did slip by you. What happens when you divide by a negative on this first one?
You come check, see if it's right.
Hold on.
Yeah, but like our line, one like a line.
You subtract 2x, that's fine. I'll get negative 3y is less than or equal to negative 2x plus 3. When we divide by a negative, that automatically flips that sign. Okay, we did that, it's been a little while, but we did that before. Automatically
Yes.
flips that sign. Keep this as positive 2/3 now. Negative divided by negative is positive.
Why is it?
Positive 3 divided by negative 3 is minus 1.
Negative 2 divided by negative
So you gotta watch that.
3. Why? It's literally the same mistake over and over and over.
Is it with their signs?
Yep. They're arguing about who's right. They're both wrong.
Both of them were
Right,
wrong?
and done.
One of them screwed up 3 divided by negative 3. The other one screwed up negative 2 divided by negative 3.
I don't care, done. Give up on that.
Alright, Riley, go.
Alright, greater than or equal to? Shade above, because we flipped that sign. Now we got y is less than 4x plus 3. So you got a positive 3 here. Easier to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And to make it positive, you gotta go to the left. Make it dotted.
Yeah. I need a pass. Actually.
And then less than would be below that line. So where are those two gonna overlap at? So to be above the blue and below the red, make sure you're shaded in there. It's just that one area. Always have one of those 4 areas shaded. And just list 2 solutions, 2 non-solutions. All right, we won't have, like I said, we're no classwork today. We'll kind of pick this up. Hopefully we're gonna plan on doing a quiz on Friday. And then we'll probably start going over things for the exam. We'll see. Either that or 3x3.
Look at it.
Does it match what we got? You don't know.
Gonna share some of those cookies?